What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chop Shop, and I am quite excited. Today, finally, is going to be the free mini bike finale. And in case you haven't watched any of the previous videos, I found this. It's a Coleman was a CT200, I believe is what it is. I found this in a scrap pile, and the frame was broke. And hi, mouse. Hi, my mightiest of mouses. Hi, buddy. The frame was broke in 3 different spots. I believe up here, down here, one on the other side. And I since reinforced it, welded it all together, added in some gussets. So in theory, this thing should never break again. And then on another episode, we went through and spider webbed this thing all out. This is all removable. We did the dual square tubing exhaust, and there's a little baffle in the one side to try and get the flow evened out a little bit better. It worked okay. Not perfect, but okay. It does sound pretty cool. Blows flames. And this is literally made out of, I just used the original flange, and this is a jack handle that I just bent and widened it out and brought it into the duals. But this thing still needs a lot of work. The tire's bald, goes flat, and they are just god-awful. The carburetor needs a little bit of work. The fuel tank is all smashed up, so I've just been putting tape over it when I ride it around the neighborhood. I'm trying to think if there's anything actually on the bike. Other than that, I need to finish up. We obviously have a whole tray full of parts. We'll get there in a minute. But otherwise, since you've seen it last, I haven't really done anything except fabricate this little, get my fingers out of the way, this little liquor bottle holder. My plan here is to run a tube down, I don't know, maybe back here somewhere, and maybe fabricate a little like shot glass holder, put it back here, have a little quarter turn ball valve, so you can have tequila or whiskey, whatever your favorite poison is, just right here on tap. You know, ultimate pit bike. Go out partying. But as I just showed you, we got a whole table full of parts. We got some fresh tires. I think they're gonna fit the build style a little better. Yeah, this is actually my first time like really getting a look at them. Those are pretty nice. We got us some new handlebars. Didn't necessarily need them, but they're already black. And they might sit a little bit lower, which is what I was going for. It actually looks like they're the same height. They're a little bit wider, but they're in better shape because these do have a bend in them. But like I said, the carburetor needed a little bit of work. So instead of dicking around with it, the route that I went was getting me this little kind of cheap Chinese Amazon ripoff here. Nice little side draft carb. It's got the adapter for it, filter, breather, and it even came with all new accelerator cables, handles, and everything. We got us an LED light because I want to get rid of this giant god-awful concoction that's on it now. Maybe tuck it up in here. Just something clean. We're probably going to ditch the front fender, ditch this hideous headlight that's on it now. And new fuel tank. And of all the things to be excited about, this is maybe a little extra read all about it here. This is and I'm assuming it's fake because I only paid I think I paid like $20 or $30 for it. This alligator seat. What you know about that? How dope is that? I went that route for multiple reasons. A, it actually looks like it might be relatively comfortable, but it's a Springer seat, so it's going to absorb some bumps. And also the way that it mounts with the springs in the bracket, it's going to space it up away from the exhaust, so you're not burning your butthole while you're drinking tequila and riding around.
It's like a sauna in here.
But I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to go ahead and blow the bike completely apart. Because I need to do the tires anyways. Take the engine out of it one last time. Yeah, when we come back, this is going to be a bare frame. I do have probably some welding and everything to do yet. I might have to fabricate a bracket for the seat. I don't know. I need to cut all this nonsense off because that was just something I tacked on there. That was what I was using as my seat, which was better than sitting on the exhaust, but barely. So I'm gonna blow this thing apart. I think I have some more welding to do on the backside of some of the spider webs, and we're just gonna start making progress, man. By the end of this episode, I'm gonna be riding this thing. Boom, got it for the most part stripped down. Kind of jumping on, dinking around with the engine. Got our smashed ass fuel tank off. Figured it'd be easier to dink around with this carburetor with it out of the way. And bear with me while I am learning. I have zero experience with small engines. I know it's all pretty basic, but I just really wanted to show you the dramatic difference from the stock carb to what we're about to throw on it. That looks pretty wicked, guys. So I'm going to dink around with this for a little bit. I don't think it came with any instructions. I might even have to partake in a YouTube video or two myself to get this set up correctly. But when we come back, I'll probably have the carburetor on here, fuel tank back on, and start moving on to our checklist. Just kind of moving along here, guys. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing. This is the first for me, but it appears as though we need to get these studs out of the way, and then that'll allow us to install our little spacer. And it just came with these little Allen head bolts. Do not see a gasket anywhere, so I'm just gonna, this one's still in plenty good shape, so I'm just gonna reuse that dude. Bang that on there, and it's literally just basically a hose clamp, or like a, here, where is it even? I don't know. Bow. So this guy just slides over here, and then your carburetor just goes right onto that, and then we'll have our giant obnoxious. That's so obnoxious. All right, well, let's get this all on here. And I do believe I did half-ass watch a video of this the other day. This has a different style, I guess, actuator for the throttle, so it's going to pull upward. I'm going to have to try and figure that out. I don't know how quite to attack it yet, so we'll figure that out. If that's not obnoxious, I don't know what is. This kit also does come with some springs and looks like some different jet sizes. I don't know what's in here from the factory, but you know, once we get it all done, we'll fire it up and see how she runs. It's got the manual choke. Looks like a idle control, I assume. I haven't popped this open yet to see exactly how the throttle linkage works, but we, like I said, we'll get that figured out. Moving on to the handlebars on the front end. Main reason being I can't set that throttle up without a throttle cable, so that'll probably be one of the last things we do, but progress is progress. Let that hang. I'm just going to let it fall on Midas. And I need more hands. Midas, lend me a paw. No? Okay. Oh, hard life. I don't get to hang out with Dad in the garage all day and go on car rides into the brewery, and we don't go swimming in the lake and meow 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 meow. look a little better. I like that. Where do you want to set them? Straight? Can you sit on here without knocking the bike over? I'm not going to quite know how we want it to be until we get a seat on it. It looks like... there. There-ish. How's that feel? That feels all right. I think that might be perfect. Let's get this headlight and this fender off. Get these old throttle cables out of the way, and we might move on to maybe getting the LED light on there. I don't know quite how I'm gonna mount it yet. Well, that was way more simple than I thought. I don't have the original headlight anymore, but there's actually just 2 mounting spots right here on the bottom. So all I did was drill a couple holes, and I'm just going to use that original mounting place. And I done left the impact and everything behind. Dang it. So yeah, it's just going to go right here, back in its original location. And I just used the original headlamp as just a template. That's all I did. And then this guy's just gonna go right, maybe. Oh, it goes on the inside. I'm just stupid. I'm stupid. Surprise. Yeah, that'll work all right. I think I would like it a little bit better up here, but I think this will work out nice. I think that'll work out nice. Alright guys, we got this in. I'll show you, this actually turned out to be kind of a pain in the butt. The light itself, there's literally like, you have to manage to drop a nut on the inside of it, and then there's like a machine spot, Mighty Mouse, hey, and there's like a spot machine in the back of it that captures it, but you have to manage to balance that nut in place while having the bracket in place, while getting the bolt through. So that was kind of a pain in the butt. So what you crying about, bud? Let's see if this blinds me or not. I'm sure it's probably about to. Ah, that's pretty bright. That's way bright. My word. Moving on to figuring out this here seat, guys. Looks pretty basic. All of the hardware is already in the seat. So the bracket that it comes with is just going to bolt right there. And then there's a little pivot point that I'm just going to bolt right there. I like to note, unless I lost it already, it didn't come with any hardware to actually mount this to the frame. I mean, I have plenty of laying around, but still. And then the springs are going to be kind of outboard, it looks, so I'm probably going to end up just welding these somewhere like right there. I don't know. I'm just going to be sitting up a little bit with the bracket, a little bit. Maybe we'll get this bracket in place first. Let's see about where it's going to want to sit. That raises it up. Yeah, let's get this bolted in here and see where we want to put those springs. It does appear though that you can take off the hardware, and then that is going to hold your spring there on the bottom, but they didn't provide anything to mount the spring itself to whatever you put it to, so we'll weld it. Wow. So I ended up getting annoyed. I started to like half-ass make a bracket, and then I realized that wasn't going to work, mainly because if I wanted to try and get a nut and a washer through here, I couldn't get a socket through here, and I wasn't trying to open end wrench, all that. So basically I just decided just to weld the springs just directly to the frame. Seat flips down. Your fat ass sitting on here is just going to hold it in place. Give it a little test sit here. Springy. I can dig that. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. That'll work. It could be a little lower in the back, but man, this thing fits my butt nice. It's very nice. Handlebars are like spot on, dude. This thing's comfortable. I dig it. I think at this point Probably got some wire wheeling and there's some grinding to do. It's pretty dirty, so maybe I'll actually wash it real quick before I slide the engine and stuff in here. But I think after it's clean, put the engine back in here is where we stand. Hopefully I have some hardware to install the engine with, because last time I was riding it, I just had the bike all like half-ass mocked up, and I was out riding it and the chain kept falling off. I couldn't figure out why. Turned out I didn't tighten down the bolts all the way, so literally I lost all the nuts off the bottom of the engine, and it was just sitting there because I'm an idiot. So anyway, trucking along, guys. Sorry I kind of got carried away and totally didn't even think about the fact that I wasn't recording. Kind of relevant for a YouTube channel. Engine back in, exhaust installed, fuel tank is on, got my grips, got the carburetor all hooked up. Mr. Mighty Mouse, Midas, man, you were being all of the cleaning today. I know, I was gone for like 3 days, I know, but yeah, at this point in time I pretty much need I need to go have some tires mounted. I tried getting this bead to break and I just couldn't make it happen. I do have a tire guy, so I'm going to hold him responsible for that. And I had one of my tabs on my little meat grinder half-ass chain guard. I need to reinstall that, fix that tab that broke, and other than that, I mean, we need tires and to button everything up, and we're going to have ourselves a dope-ass little mini bike to ride around. Also, while I was in here, I did completely remove the governor, so we're going to have full throttle, ungoverned, so this thing should be pretty fun. Alright guys, let's fire this old girl up. We got fuels, we got sparks, that's all these little guys need. Me and Midas here, Mr. Mighty Mouse, continuing to make progress. I got my kill switch. It's not very tight. I might have to, I don't like that. I might have to figure something out about that. But I don't have it wired up anyways. What I do have wired up, just hanging here, is my headlight. It's already working. Flickers though, that's nice. It's only flickering because of the camera. Sure. Yeah, that's right. Damn light stopped working already. It was working just fine and then just shut off. I don't know if maybe the two weren't compatible with, I don't know. Electronics are super not my thing. And I'm going to assume this thing needs a smaller jet in it because it wants to idle. And granted, it's puffing some smoke, so it's super rich. But you can see it's just dripping fuel out of it. And choke open, you have to really, really open the idle and idle it up high for it to have full throttle. So I'm just gonna guess it's got way too big of a jet in it. Boy, she is just dripping fuel, huh? Yeah, she's rich, sir. Guys, I threw the old tires back on. I couldn't take it. I had to take it for a ride. And I wish I had some sort of method of taking you with me. This thing with the governor shit off and this carb, I'm going to assume it's just way too huge of a jet. I can't quite get it dialed in right. But even with the choke on, this thing screams once you get going. Turn the choke off, dude. She boogies. I was keeping up with traffic. I took this death trap out on a main road. I mean, why not? Why the hell not? But this is where we stand with the project until I can make it over with my buddies and have them put these super dope street tires on. But yeah, I mean, we're nearing completion on this thing. I'm still mad that my light stopped working. I don't know why. I even used the nice heat shrink butt connectors, wrapped it and everything, and I don't know. Maybe it's a voltage thing. It's blown my mind. I don't know if I should try hooking the other one up or what. I genuinely don't know. It's super bogus. I'm not putting that giant fucking beacon back on there. I know that. The alligator seat is comfortable. It is very comfortable. I dig it. We still got to get our little shot station going here, but well, we'll have that. Well, this thing will be completely done by the time I drop this episode, so don't worry. Oh, guys, I have unfortunate bad news. The garage is half-ass clean, as I had previously stated earlier in the video. I removed the governor from this thing and was just out romping on it, flying in the neighborhood, and like I said, keeping up with traffic and such. And then you could literally just start feeling it lose power. Like it was accelerating, and then it just slowly kind of, and it was kind of puffing out some smoke, and now it won't start. So I think I may have killed this thing. I'm gonna try and fire it up real quick, but my faith is pretty low. Faith in this thing firing up is quite low. Since I've gotten it home after it was smoking, I've not gotten it to fire up since. Watch it fire right up. Not even kinda. I think she's dead. Nope. I don't think she's got anything left to give to me. That's unfortunate. However, we have options. I know I said this was going to be the finale of the mini bike episode finally, but I didn't intend on blowing that engine up. However, when I got it, it was full of water. I heard it knock a handful of times. It would clear up, come back, go away. So, I mean, we were kind of teeter-tottering on the edge of that thing dying anyways. I found a company, I believe it's called like Viking Performance or something like that. They actually take these little Coleman 195s and put a Hemi head on them and bore and stroke them out to a 223, I believe it is, for a very fair price. It's like, I think it's under $300, and I think those engines are rated at like 7.5 horse, which is what, 2.5 horse more than those make from the factory. So it'd make that very fun. So that's the route that we're gonna go, I think. Obviously still have to get the tires mounted, which I never made it to. But so we're gonna have one more mini bike episode. We're gonna have to do our little shot dispenser, tires, and get the engine ordered, which is gonna take I don't know. Might make it happen sooner than later. But like I said in the previous video, I have a major purchase that I'm probably making today is... What is today? Today is Sunday. Like Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to make that order. So by the end of the week, or weekend, I should have a very, very cool part for Sandy that I am very excited about, to say the least. And also, I have a surprise. You guys ready? Ho ho ho. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We're not going to dig in this today. But, this is not my car. As much as I would like to say I have Corvette money, I don't. This belongs to a, like, lifelong friend of my stepfather. They were in the service together, and they're both retired police officers. They've been close brothers for a long time, and he is unfortunately in bad health. And this thing has sat for like 7 or more years. At one point in time was very, very well maintained, but you know how life goes. You have kids, grandkids, you get busy, life gets in the way, your health starts to go downhill, unfortunately, and things like this kind of just get pushed aside. So my goal, my mission, is to go through this thing, get it running and driving again, which, knock on wood, shouldn't be that big of a deal, because at one point in time it was very well maintained. So we're wrapping this video up, guys. So we got new project debut. We're gonna have one more mini bike episode, and we have major Sandy progress coming up here within the next video. So as always, like, subscribe, share, stay tuned, hit the fucking dingly bell so you get notifications and all that stupid stuff YouTube people say. But thanks for hanging out. I'm out of here. I'm gonna get this thing out of the rain. It's been in the rain for the first time in like 7+ years, and I feel bad at sitting outside. So that needs to come right here.